Leslie Jones has a new podcast. That's right. You probably know her from her time on Saturday Night Live or on HBO's Our Flag Means Death. And now, comedian Leslie Jones is teaming up with her friend Lenny Marcus for a brand new podcast called The Fuckery. Leslie is stepping behind the podcast microphone where she can keep it real and be her uncensored self. On The Fuckery, nothing is off the table and the mission is to keep it 100 at all times. Each week, Leslie and Lenny sit down with guests to talk about the fuckery going on in their lives and the world. Plus, they'll be taking calls from listeners and giving advice in true Leslie Jones fashion. And in the Fuckery of the Week segment, anyone can get it. They'll be calling out people, places, things, and fucked up situations. No holds barred. You won't want to miss it. Listen to and follow The Fuckery with Leslie Jones and Lenny Marcus now, wherever you get your podcasts.
I bust the windows out your car, and no, it didn't mend my broken heart. I'll probably always have these ugly scars, but right now I don't care about that part. I bust the windows out your car, after I saw you laying next to her. I didn't wanna, but I took my turn. I'm glad I did it 'cause you had to learn. I must admit it helped a little bit to think of how you feel when you saw it. I didn't know that I had that much strength, but I'm glad you see what happens when you see you can't just play with people's feelings. Get it together!
Tell them you love them
And don't mean it. You'll probably say that it was juvenile, but I think that I deserve to smile. Ha, 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 ha. That's what she does.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. Is Jaden XD. I am your host, XD, the Chuck D of homosexuality, aka homo without a pause. Damn, I can't speak for shit today.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
You got
AKA
dick on your tongue.
I don't have a list.
Stop it. I'm sorry.
I can't go on.
I know you can't.
Who are you? Who is you?
Once more, you open the door, and you're here. And she got dick on her throat. Dicks everywhere.
Yeah.
Dicks for everyone, darling.
Cockthroat. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Cockthroat.
Ew.
Yeah, I know.
I hate the
Anywho.
word cock. I hate it.
I mean, I use it
It's
in like
stupid.
a term of like
The fuck is that? Nigga, I swear to be.
you got new noises.
Yo.
That is the Kerry Washington.
Yo.
Kerry!
That's the
I don't know.
tethered.
Yeah, girl. Anywho, welcome back to this show.
This shit about nothing.
Yeah, the Blackest Show About Nothing, because this is the third episode in a row that's about fucking food. And I'm okay with that.
I'm totally cool with
totally
that.
fine. It's what I'm most comfortable talking about.
Most.
We have a chef in the studio.
I mean.
So, like, it is A-okay.
It's fine with me.
Fine by me.
That's all right.
Fine by me.
What are you doing there? Just for me?
Yeah, it was
Just for me.
pretty and silky and loads of fun.
Just for me.
Moms approve. And fun. PCJ, pretty and silky, the one. Creamy Crack commercials used to have the jingles and the jams.
My hair's been fried, dyed, and blow
Laying
dried.
dried.
It's been through years of wear and tear. Ooh, girl, what happened to your hair? that used to come on every Saturday during Teen Summit, and I used to scream every time. And she'd be like, "Ooh, girl." Sometimes I walk in the club and be like, "Ooh, girl, who did your hair?" And other times it's, "Ooh, girl."
Ooh, girl, what happened to your hair?
Yo, did I ever tell
The
you
shadiest fucking commercial ever.
It is. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cheeks already.
Woo. Anyway, how was your week, Jade of all Jades?
It was cool. What was I doing? What did I do this week? Yeah. Santana's in the studio. What did I do this weekend? This week?
Were you here?
Yes, I was. I went.
The dopest part was last weekend.
That was last weekend, and then I went and had a girls' day with the friends. Why? I'm sorry. I have to say this.
Okay.
In our group chat today, me, Crystal, and Fred. Crystal's stupid ass gonna call Fred Tentacles.
Yes, Fred Tentacles. That's so random.
Fred Tentacles. Anyway, I went and had a girls' day with the girls and got the house together. A lot. Not done, but I got a bunch of stuff together and worked. And what else did I do? Oh, nigga, I was the MC at Noah's fundraiser gala for her school.
Oh, so you were talent.
Yeah, I was parent and talent.
They booked
because
Jade
they introduced me as Jade, and they were like parent, BFS, parent, also a podcaster and whatever else. Yes, I was the MC along with one of the teachers, and he and I were very black. And there were many white parents in the audience. I definitely made everybody give me a hearty yurt. And
oh my god! You just walked in. Everybody here.
I was like, I gotta. Oh wait. I make everybody yurt. I yurt in DC at the dinner party. DC, like. I know y'all know what a yurt is. Y'all didn't have to look at me like that when I yurred the room. They looked at me. It was crickets.
That's like a New York thing, though.
Yes. So then I would realize that Santana was like, "This is DC." I was like, "Oh yes."
So you just have to wear skinny jeans and say "young" all all the time, and
y'all are dry here right now. Yeah. Y'all are dry
and beat
here.
Your feet in
Everybody's
place.
lunching. Everybody's about to be lunching.
Yo, you Matt Wellens, son. You Jonah, like
go music. Like,
you know
what? That's what I should have done. I should have made a go beat with the pots.
Like
I should have been like BCB, BYB, TCB, all the fucking backyard bands.
I know my DC slang.
The sexy lady, give me your number, girl. Sexy lady, give me That's go-go music. That's what we just did right there. Beat your feet, niggas. Anyway, so did that, made him yur me, and then I also, because the very black teacher
who was... So you were David Ear.
I should have used that one. White people would have got it. Yeah. Because I definitely called the teacher next to me an Atlanta pastor, because that's what he looked like. And at one point I told him that, because he told me something, and I told him he was lying. And this was all in the microphone. And he was like, I'm not lying. I did tell you that. And I was like, well, you dress like a liar. Because he looked like the black people got it. Yeah. I was like, whatever. This ain't for y'all anyway. So Oh, hating ass haters. But no, it was a good time. Shout out to her school. I love them. I really do love the school. I'm very happy with the initiative. You know, they focus on social justice. And so I'm all the way here for it. If my child gets to learn in a democratic setting, then I'm very excited about that. They be having meetings about denouncing white supremacy and educating yourself on what it really is. One of the white parents got on the stage at the gala who wrote a book. And she's like, every time I can, I look a child in their face and explain what white supremacy is. Oh, God. I was like, that's right. She's like, because I understand that as a white woman.
That's the whitest thing I've ever heard. But I would call the cops. I'm calling the police.
I fuck with it because she was like, I was educated. She's like, I was educated, and I want to make sure that everybody gets educated because this shit is a problem.
Yes, but that is wild.
Well, listen,
imagine Mary Alice, stand your ass over there.
I'm not gonna yuck
Do
her
not
up.
talk to Tyreek about white supremacy.
She wrote a book about white supremacy for children. Oh, yeah, like she's serious. She's like, I learned what it really is and how I contributed, and then I changed that shit.
I mean, that's all well and good.
I was like, fist in the air says yes.
That's all well and good.
I was like, educate them. No, you got to teach it from the youth.
No, I don't disagree with you. However, my name is Valerie, and you're not going to talk to my child, Owl and Vladimir, about white supremacy, like, just randomly. Because in my head, I'm just thinking, like, every time I see a child, I just look them in the eye and tell them about white supremacy.
Because I want to make sure you little niggas know.
That is so... I am calling the police. Leave my kid alone. If it's not outside of
I paraphrased, but it was something to that effect.
No, because I know white people actually do that. They read one Vulture interview with DeRay McKesson, and all of a sudden, they fucking think that they
Shout out to DeRay, because he really be like taking one for the team.
Yeah, but still, it's like, listen, don't white... Relax. Like, I'm here for y'all getting to a point of understanding, but you can take that zealous behavior
I'm here for
down
it.
A scotch.
Nah, girl, march.
Well, that's what they need to do. This is a race problem, it's white folks' problem, not ours. But I just can't get in my head, like, every time I see a white child, I'm talking about white supremacy. I'd be like, leave my child alone.
Nah,
I'm a mandated reporter.
I'm the one who be walking by, be like, yes, teach him.
Teach, do not scare.
Okay, you figure out the finesse. People learn. I gotta learn the finesse.
That's like that grandma, grandpa thing I told you. So,
grandpa.
Okay, so you were the MC at.
So we were the MCs, and it was lit, and we had a good time, and like we presented like the little raffles and did all of that. You know, I was.
Did you raise enough money for this escuela?
I believe so.
So.
Escuela.
I'm doing my correct. She told me. Yeah. Escuela. So since you guys can't see, I do.
He does the Spanish exclamation marks.
Yeah, with my fingers, and I do them the correct way. It's down with your right and up with your left index fingers.
Oh my God, stupid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had a good time. It was fun. Me and Tristan were whispering in the corner. And Tristan was like, yo, this shit is crazy. I'm a nigga from Flatbush. Like, he was like,
he had a gala.
I'm at a fundraiser, like, for my kids' school. Like,
can't believe we made it.
But it was dope, though. Like, the director is a black woman, and she's dope. And shout out to you. And
Mama's a listener.
I don't want to put your business out there, but shout out to you.
Hey, girl.
But her director is a black woman, and I greatly appreciate it, and I love what they're doing with that school, and I'm very happy she's there.
That's amazing. I need to say this on the show because I know she's listening. So, Nikki as in a jar. I've been trying to order for months. It's always sold out.
You sound like my coworker.
So it's like, do I got to go to Philly or like find you where you pop up? Because I'll pop up at the pop-up. You just got to let a nigga know where we can be.
Oh, the dopest dinner party will be in Philly soon.
Okay, that's great. However, that's not helping my Ash situation now. Do you know... XD's Corner. '90s are back for real, because when I got off the train, there was all sorts of trash, and a white homeless man was on the street. I was like, ooh, the '90s are back.
Ooh.
I saw somebody smoking crack today in Financial District. I was like,
What?
the '90s are back for real.
What the hell?
Like, I saw a white man shooting up yesterday.
What?
I know. What is going on to the neighborhood? Why don't you? Anyway. But yeah, Nikki had sent in the jar. Just let me know. Email me, because I really am trying to get some stuff. I'm not even trying to get it for free. I just really would order it. Just let me know.
Before we continue,
I have way more stuff to say today, because I have to tell you about my week.
yes.
But go ahead.
Well, before we continue, I have to pay my respects to Nipsey again. I must, because it has been really bothering me very heavily all week from the minute everything broke. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, there's new Nipsey fans out there. Leave them alone. If there's new Nipsey fans, then let them be new Nipsey fans. Like, what's that got to do with you? It don't have nothing to do with how you moving in life. But if anything, we need to take lessons from him and his positivity and how he tried to empower the community and the things that he said, and let everybody learn about him. Let everybody learn about what he was doing, because if we learn about that as a community, maybe it will encourage us to do more as a community, to continue to upbuild and uplift each other and start to take action behind the things that we say. Because Nipsey didn't just, he's been saying these things from jump, but he walked the walk along with it. And I know that, you know, people have their views on maybe some of the things he said in the past, and it's very understandable. But I really want us to focus on the work like that he did, and really how he really did try to really try to do what he could to put back everything he could into the community. I think that's important, and that's something we can take away from that. And I'm praying every single day for his family, for his mother, his father, his sister, his brother, his wife, his children. Every day I pray for them. And I'm just, I've been, it's been a little weird for me, because I'm like, I've never really mourned somebody like that I didn't know. Like, I've been really sad about people's deaths, but something about this just hit real different.
Yeah.
And so I said it on Getting Grown, and I want to say it again, because it's really taken a toll. And I know if I feel this way, I can only imagine what his true loved ones are going through right now.
Yeah. What I will say is that I think what's important is to focus and give your love and attention all to his loved ones that have to experience a loss that's so public.
Right. Constant reminders.
A constant reminder. Because it's one thing for people to share, how, his lyrics or his work, whatever he's done publicly as a public figure, that's impacted in them in a way. But it's also like, he was a person too. I think avoiding all of these conspiracy theories and all this good stuff, I think that's doing everybody a disservice. And I understand people are grieving and people say odd things while they're grieving, but I think it's important to just focus on the aspect of that there's another Black life gone.
Yeah.
Taken due to senseless violence. And I think there's a way we can work towards combating that and work on, strengthening our own communities. But so I do, it's unfortunate that he, that all this is going on. And I wish that senseless acts of violence from anybody, especially in our own communities, should be eradicated ASAP, surely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So about my week.
Yes.
Oh, wow. My week was part 2 of work issues that I've had, and they set me up for the okey doke.
Oh.
so the person that brought up the financial stuff asked me to do something for them. And I said, sure, because I'm a team player. It had to get done. Unfortunately, her homegirls didn't want to do it. So I was like, okay, sure. And part of me was like, why is she asking me? Anywho, because they all assume that I'm not busy, although you see me swamped every fucking day in tears because I'm like, I hate this job, I want to cry, I want to quit, fuck all of you, die, cry, dirt, ball. Anyway, so I did something for my coworker. I covered something for them.
You better than me.
Right. But it had to get done because the person, basically, the person was moving into another residence. I was covering a lease signing, and then the person was okay, let me finish the story. So basically, they did not tell me everything that was involved and the things I had to do, and the process was delayed, and so it carried over into Monday. And it required a lot of more work on my end that they did not do and they did not complete. And I also uncovered some things that they did. So therefore, not only am I working on my own project that I'm the project manager of, I have to fix this stuff that involves Department of Homeless Services and yada, yada, yada. And this woman, the applicant, is crying and whatever because she's like, I just want to move my apartment, like yada, yada, yada. So I'm like annoyed because you set me up for the okie doke because everybody, like the city was like, well, so-and-so knew this. Why didn't they pass on this information to you? I said, well, I didn't know that. They're like, well, that's interesting. Well, we got confirmation this was going to happen. Why isn't this here? I was like, bitch, I don't fucking know. So anyway.
I'm covering for somebody else.
For somebody. Anywho, I fixed it and I did it better than what was supposed to be. And what made me feel good about it was the fact that the person who I was doing lease signing for the applicant, she was a domestic violence survivor. And so she was getting out the shelter with her son. And so she cried and she hugged me. And she was like, thank you for fixing everything. She was like, you were actually really nice and like super helpful. And I was like, I was mad and upset that my coworker set me up and to make me look stupid in front of a governmental agency. But I fixed it. But more importantly, I helped somebody get out of their situation and start a new life. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It wasn't that bad. It was God's little reminder saying like, I know you fucking hate your job, but listen, I'm here I brought you here so you can be reminded of the work that you do, that you are here to help people and literally make dreams come true. And she was like bawling, and she was like, you don't know what I've been through. I was like, girl, you don't got to tell me. You don't have to relive all of that. Just start over with the new one.
Amen.
And so, anywho, that's my little feel-good story of the week. But, so I've been watching a lot of TV.
I haven't been watching any.
Yeah. So, Asante and I have been watching Love, Death, and Robots. Have you watched it? Have y'all watched it?
No.
Oh, nigga, you got to watch it.
Where is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. It's an anthology. It's Black Mirror, but darker.
What?
And the catch is, it's all animated.
It's Asante, so that makes sense.
Well, I found it through Vulture. So I was like, Vulture's the theme of the day. So,
Right?
So every episode is different. And every episode has different animation styles. So like, I will say 90%, 98% of it is animation. The other 2% is actors, but they're like animated of sorts. You have to watch it because each episode is the fuck wild. And this is why I said, remember that episode we did about our own TV shows and why I said yours would be animated or why yours should be animated? You should watch Love, Death, and Robots so you can understand why I said that. Because then you're going to be like, oh, I get it. Like they have regular like, you know, CGI like Toy Story type of animation, but then they have like what I call like Christian cartoons. Like you remember the old Christian cartoons from back in the day? One of the episodes is like that. But keep in mind like so it's all like that particular episode is kind of like that, but they like curse and shit in it. It's like and they have to like deal with like a robot. It's just so interesting. I love it. Also,
so weird.
I know it's really good. It's really dark. If you think Black Mirror is dark, oh girl.
The only thing I've been watching, which is it has been super white, but I just turn it on and then I use
Selling Sunset because it's also a great show.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Oh, Netflix does reality now, and they got a whole show about a whole slew of white bitches who sell real estate, and it's the tea.
So this show is called I'm Sorry, and it's about this like white mother. It's a white show, who is a comedian and like a podcaster and a writer and very inappropriate. My coworker put it on at work.
What's it on?
It's on Netflix. I think it comes on True. It came on True, but they put it on Netflix.
Okay.
So I've been watching it on Netflix, and so it's this white mother, and she's super inappropriate, and it's like just her day to day, like it being inappropriate, but also being a mother and being a wife and all of that. And so like one of the episodes, like they think their daughter's a racist. Their daughter's like 4.
Oh my god.
It's really funny. And then there's another episode where they go on a play date with lesbian parents, like mothers.
Oh no.
And so they're like, they're trying to be progressive and all this stuff. And then and teach their daughter about being progressive, and she's trying. And the white lady is trying to teach her mother because her mother's like the grandmother, and she's got like her views. She's not even racist. She's just like aloof.
Yeah.
And so they go on this play date, and then the lesbian mothers end up being like complete assholes to the people who work at the spot, and so they don't say anything. They end up tipping the people after, like apologizing and all this stuff. And then they left and they had a conversation. They were like, God, they're assholes. They were like, and she was like, if they were a straight couple, we would have said something. So maybe we got to say something because we try to be equal.
Right.
And so her husband is like, I had to tip the guy $20. Like I felt so awkward. And she's like, well, I feel awkward saying something but I'm trying to be equal. It's funny. It's just a funny little show.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
It's like she's wildly inappropriate and says wildly inappropriate things, but like it's funny.
Okay.
And it'd be like at kids' birthday parties and like outside the school and shit like that.
Oh my gosh. Well, where you can listen to us every week. Yes, we know that Lizzie makes videos on YouTube.
Ooh, please don't send that video one more time.
We
actually
let's make this very clear. Everything that is regarding Love After Lockup,
we are TMZ to the shit.
Right, we have seen it. Probably before you have.
Like, we have reported it in detail. Well, no, we didn't report this one because we were holding it for something special.
Exactly. So, like, we know we are subscribed to her YouTube channel.
You are?
I have seen every episode. I have, trust and belief. Anything regarding Love After Lockup.
Now, for those who don't know, there is a YouTube video of Venmo Vixen,
Mulata MoneyGram,
Western Union Wench,
Cash App Cunt,
showing you how to do prison makeup with like magazines and number 2 pencils
and deodorant
and Vaseline and coffee grinds.
Mm-hmm.
So. But we are super well aware.
Yeah, she also this week posted a video how to make jailhouse lollipops.
Yeah.
As well as the jailhouse burrito.
Mm-hmm. And we know about her first video where she showed you how to make the pie.
Yeah, the prison pie.
The prison pie.
She also tells stories where she talked about her pet iguana.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, go
no, you're
ahead.
fine.
Wait, okay, so this is, am I back on some Love After Lockup shit?
Yeah.
I'm tuning back in. I didn't want to miss too much of the show. I'm trying to save it in bits so that when I get home on Friday, I can listen to you guys and clean.
You're so funny.
Okay. So Lizzie has a lizard.
No,
In
well, she had
prison, she did.
a lizard.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, in
That
prison.
fucking prison pie.
Yeah.
But she does YouTube videos where
I
she
know.
teaches people how
Jade,
to
please do her
do.
voice.
So today I'm gonna show you guys how to do gel makeup. So
Perfect.
we're going to. So all you need first is a magazine and Vaseline. Oh, I forgot the Vaseline. Hold on, I'm so unprepared, guys. Hold on. Just let Skittles play with you while I go get the Vaseline.
Oh my God, you sound just like her, dude.
So first you're gonna take the magazine and then you get the Vaseline and you put this much on your finger and you rub. And you keep rubbing. Pick a color you like. I picked this really pretty purple. And you just rub. See how it's on your finger? And you're just gonna take your eye and like.
Hi, everybody. So this is all new to me. Somebody suggested that I should try doing YouTube. I don't know nothing about this, so just bear with me.
Just like, oh my God, this is so messy. Oh my God.
I'm so entertained watching you. It's like that live that one time you went live and it didn't go on. This bitch just
I
put
was
her
like,
makeup
today I'm
on
gonna
live.
beat my face for no reason.
But that's actually smart, but then you think about the fact that it's ink from a magazine in your eyelid.
I already knew
Yeah.
that. I told y'all about how I knew about how the dudes who wanted to do drag in jail, they would take the magazines and do like the lipstick.
Yeah, I watched this documentary not too long ago. Hold on. That is the main purpose, because I was really about to cancel, like, girl, I'm not recording this week. Like, fuck it. But I had to come here today. To talk about Adnan Syed.
We got new developments.
Girl.
Cereal.
Girl. All right, so yeah, gay shit. Yeah, she does prison makeup. Mm-hmm. Muy importante.
Okay.
Have you ever seen... Okay.
Have you ever seen?
Hola, soy Dora.
That
Dora. Dora. Dora's 24 years
This is
old.
Valium. Have you ever taken Valium?
I have. Me too. Go to our Patreon to see what we're talking about. So the case of Adnan Syed. If you're unaware, the very first season of the epic podcast Serial, hosted by Sarah Koenig, who is actually hosted on our lovely Spreaker network.
Hello.
Hello. Guten Tag.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
Hola.
Willkommen.
Willkommen.
Bienvenidos.
Aloha.
Bienvenue. Anyang.
Bonjour.
Yeah.
Annyeonghaseyo.
So, anywho, it's a 10-hour Peabody Award-winning crime story, if you're not
Yes.
known.
Yes.
It came out in 2014.
Yes.
We've been
Yes.
talking about this for 5 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But anywho,
Shows
if you
you
didn't...
we don't be talking about shit.
Not at all. We are, if nothing, we are consistent.
What? Consistently not talking about shit.
Yeah. So, anywho, if you didn't know, it was epic and new developments happened. It's about a guy who was convicted for killing his allegedly killing his ex-girlfriend. And there was a bunch of weird shit that happened around the trial that there was so much reasonable cause and reasonable doubt that he should not have gotten convicted. And so there's a whole lot of things behind it. Another podcast called Undisclosed where they debunk the case even more. And now there's a documentary on HBO called The Case Against Adnan Syed.
Ooh.
It's a 4-part series, and they dig a little more into the case, and now they're focusing on his appeal. So Adnan was granted an appeal 2 years ago. He was always denied, but now that there's new evidence, because of the podcast,
Yep.
they're now reopening the case.
Yep.
So now in this documentary, you get to see what Rabia looks like.
Mm.
Rabia looks exactly like you think she was, but what she looks like. But her story is very odd. Like, it's not something I would have ever thought. Like, she was like a teen. Like, she had like... You have to watch it. Because she, at the time... I don't understand how... They've started this documentary, like, in the last 5 years. So, like, the interviews with Robbie are, like, in 2016, when they first found out he got the award of the appeal and stuff like that. I haven't finished the whole series. I'm on part 3. Queen's home, I hear.
That was I.
Oh, okay. So, anywho, there is tons of details about this case that were left out of Serial that I did not know.
Like what?
So, Heyman Lee's diary, that was never shared on Serial.
No, it wasn't.
They open her diary and read passages in the diary. So they talk about how, and you learn a lot more about Hay this time.
Yeah, because they didn't talk a lot about her.
No. And now I know why. She low-key was like, I don't want to say she was in an abusive household, but she wasn't in a warm, loving household. So, like, they got a family friend that told all they fucking business.
Oh.
Right. Like, Hay didn't want anybody in, like, her parents didn't want her to have friends over. So, like, all of her friends, like, they interviewed her friends, they were like, we never went to her house. We were never allowed to.
Wow.
So this rebellion part made sense to me when she went to go creep with the white man who was older. I also didn't realize how old they were. Hay was 18 already.
Oh,
I thought she
they were
was
like
16,
I thought they were
17. I didn't think they were like... Hay was on her way to graduate high school.
Okay.
I also didn't understand the relationships between all their friend groups. Like, Adnan was involved, like, was a part of, like, her life and her friend's life and things of that nature. So, like, there's interviews of Hay's friends from high school who are like, they were trying to vouch for him. And there are parts where they're like, we still don't think that he did it.
Oh.
You also meet Jay's baby mama.
What?
Right. Who was unaware of this entire thing.
What?
She finds out, what she says was, he told me that he was involved in some type of legal trouble, but he didn't tell me what it was.
Which makes sense. Which I can, that makes sense.
So when the producers are talking to her, she's like, the fuck you mean? So they tell her everything.
Like
she
you can have a nigga who can be like, I just gotta go to court for this thing.
Right. But she calls Jay on the phone. She don't put him on speakerphone because that's like entrapment. But she calls him. He hangs up and then he calls her back. And they haven't spoken in a while. And so he's like, he was open and he was quick. She was like, he was talking very fast. So she was like, clearly he's anxious about it. But she said, but he on camera, she was on the phone. She was like, so what do you mean? What is all this stuff? So he tells her, like, yeah, I was involved in this case. You may have seen about it or heard about it. And he tells her almost everything about it. So she's just like, I don't really know what to believe. You also get to meet Asia McClain, who this whole appeal is about.
Right.
Now, Asia, you also learn how the dirty cops are. Because they essentially, they crafted a story to give Jay to convict Adnan.
What? Is that why he sounded so stupid?
His stories kept changing.
Because they fed him a story and he couldn't keep it consistent.
Because he was a fucking pothead.
Mood.
So you get it? Like, so now as I'm like listening to this, I'm like, well, that makes sense. Here you have somebody who was about to be taken in by the DEA because he was a fucking drug dealer. They give him they give him access to, like, hey, listen, we won't charge you for this. Give the story so we can get a conviction. A lot of the document talks about the political climate in Baltimore, which is what I've always wondered about. Because how were you able to convict them? Sarah talks about that a little bit in Serial, like all his jury was black.
I wonder if that kind of started her development with the third season with investigating the legal system in Cleveland.
Had to, because they talk about, so Adnan actually lived in the hood. He was bussed in from Baltimore City to Baltimore
I felt
County.
like I knew that.
I didn't know that because I think Dr. Terrell went to the same high school they went to.
You can tell Adnan grew up around black people.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell. And it's not something that it's like just something that naturally exudes.
Right. You also meet his mother and his father. Mm-hmm. They ran a daycare center.
Oh, okay.
Still happens. He and Adnan helped out with the daycare. You meet his father. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of shame behind him. So, like,
I'm sure
they went to a mosque. They had a meeting at a mosque, and his father wasn't sure if he was going to go. Robbie was trying to convince him to go, but because he's like, I don't know, man. Like, honor and shame, it's a cultural thing.
Right.
So he was just kind of like, nah. But, like, he doesn't talk about it. He's just like, hopefully. His mother's the one that you see out there rallying, championing for him with Rabia. And Rabia has dedicated essentially her whole life to this case because she's proven that he's innocent. Like in the documentary, she's pregnant. She's such a cute lady. It's like, oh, but she has kids. Like most of her law school was dedicated to this, and she left an abusive relationship herself. So it's like I encourage everybody to watch this, but there's just some details like. You don't know, like, Jen. I don't know if you remember her, but Jen is the girl that allegedly picked Jay up after he helped Adnan bury the body.
Yes.
So you meet with her.
Okay.
He told her one story, and then the police told her another story. So, like, she doesn't know what to believe. I haven't made it to hopefully the fourth part answers the Nisha call part. Mm-hmm. Because those are the two things that hang on the appeal. Asia McClain. She also was saying that, remember how they said, oh, she wasn't aware of, like, or like she was afraid or whatever. She was like, no, I wasn't. I was always prepared to testify. I was just told I didn't have to or whatever. Or she even wrote a letter to him. But it got lost. So, y'all gotta watch it. Anywho, let's take a break. And we'll be back after these messages.
Murder, she wrote. Real. Murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote.
Action know with him, a pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can.
The award-winning London production of Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman comes to Broadway this fall for 17 weeks only. And you'll want to be there when Wendell Pierce and Sharon D. Clarke make history as part of Broadway's first Black Loman family. According to the New York Times, Pierce, of our beloved The Wire, gives a heartbreaking performance alongside the formidable, magnificent Clarke, who's coming off a Tony nomination for last season's Caroline or Change. These theatrical titans are joined by Chris Davis, McKinley Belcher III, and the legendary Tony winner Andre DeShields in this electrifying, eye-opening production directed by Miranda Cromwell. This classic hits different when told from the perspective of an African-American family. It's timeless. It's timely. It's time. Get your tickets at salesmanonbroadway.com. Previews begin September 17th at the Hudson Theater. That's salesmanonbroadway.com.
And we're back. And this episode is sponsored by OpenFit. OpenFit takes all of the complexity out of losing weight and getting fit. It's a brand new, super simple streaming service that allows you to work out from the comfort of your living room in as little as 10 minutes a day. Everyone's bodies are different, and OpenFit gets that.
which is why it is personalized to your needs with custom-tailored original content. OpenFit classes are led by some of the most effective and engaging trainers in the world. Sculpt your body with Andrea Rogers, founder of the worldwide sensation Extend Bar. And I told you, Andrea got me together. I can barely breathe, but it's worth it. It ain't no hoe. Trust me. Or get in crazy good shape with Hunter McIntyre, named by Sports Illustrated as one of the top 50 fittest athletes. These trainers know how to get you results quick. OpenFit has changed the way I work out, and with our code JADE, you can join me on a fitness journey personalized just for you. Again, use my code JADE and start using OpenFit for your journey to a healthier life. Right now, during the OpenFit 30-Day Challenge, our listeners get a special extended 30-day free trial membership to OpenFit, where you can lose up to 15 pounds in 30 days, which is really right in time for the summer. You heard? When you text JADE to 303030, you will get full access to OpenFit, all the workouts and nutrition information, totally free. Again, just text JADE 303030. So this episode is also sponsored by Scentbird, a luxury fragrance subscription service, darling.
Have you ever had someone come up to you and say you smell amazing?
Absolutely.
What are you wearing? Scentbird.com keeps me smelling good month after month.
We talk about Scentbird all the time because it's that worth it. I even got the Sigio on Scentbird because I was tired of him stealing my shit. And it's super easy to use. And in this regard, it was helpful because they don't really know what kind of scents worked for them and stuff like that. And it's really nice. The site is nice to use because if you don't necessarily know what to get, they break all the scents down for you to customize what would work for you.
Yep. Whether it be musky, floral, what have you. Scentbird has 450 designer brands, and you choose one every month and try exactly the brands you want. It's the real deal. I, too, love Scentbird. I'm able to choose so many different fragrances. Because I don't wear perfume every single day, I have now, stockpiled, 12 scents. And I smell like something different every day of the week if I want to.
Yeah, and that's why I always use Scentbird.com. And with an exclusive offer just for our listeners, you can get 50% off your first month today. That's only $7.50 for your first fragrance. Go to Scentbird.com/JXD and use our code JXD for 50% off your first month. Again, that's SCENT Bird.com/JXD for you to try your first perfume or cologne for $7.50. Sign on. Smell amazing.
Grove makes it easy to find the best natural, eco-friendly products online and delivers them straight to your door, so you can make better choices for your family with just one click. Everything's available at Grove. It's healthier for you and the planet, and it really works. Grove delivers natural brands you love, like Mrs. Meyer's, we love that, 7th Generation, Burt's Bees, and Grove, straight to your doorstep. So I recently received some Mrs. Meyer's cleaning products.
Yeah, I love them.
Woo!
She gets my home together.
Smelling amazing. I absolutely love it. Get this exclusive Mrs. Meyer's offer from Grove before it runs out. Select your favorite spring scents from peony, lilac, and mint.
Get the peony, y'all. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. New customers will get a free cleaning set in these limited edition scents when you place your first order of $20. That's free Mrs. Meyer's spring hand soap, free Mrs. Meyer's spring dish soap, free Mrs. Meyer's spring multi-service spray, Grove Collaborative Cleaning Caddy, and the Grove Collaborative Walnut Scrubber Sponges. They are super cute, y'all. Try Grove now before this exclusive spring offer runs out. For a limited time, our listeners get a 3-piece cleaning set from Mrs. Meyer's Spring Scents, a free 60-day VIP membership, and a surprise bonus gift just for you when you sign up and place an order of $20 or more. Check out Grove and our special offer at grove.co/JXD. That's grove.co/JXD. Grove.co, not com/JXD.
Okay, here's this. Look at this great bell. Listen to it. Come and get it. Come and get it. Dinner.
And we're back talking about food.
Our favorite pastime.
Yeah. Today's dinner.
Yes. So we told you all this is in honor of Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
His breakfast, lunch, dinner,
And dessert mixtapes.
Yes.
And we
That all
figured-
came out in succession.
Yeah.
And so therefore we have modeled
Yeah.
these
We have
shows.
been, we are inspired by
Inspired by.
the Guwap,
Mm-hmm.
who is
Gucci.
who is putting his wang on the gram.
His
Like,
skin, his logo.
Yeah. But he did put his wang out on the gram the other day, and I was like, Raydrick, what are you doing?
The most.
Right. I was like, does Keisha know you doing that? Right. Keisha said, don't step on the rug. He said, okay. Gucci on my neck.
Gucci on my wrist. Gucci coming down, going hard in the field. Gucci like to swing. Gucci like to swing. Gucci like to come down. He went hard in the paint.
Okay. So,
The fact that he yells it's Gooch.
yeah.
He's a scooch.
No, he is
It's
Gooch.
Gooch.
I know, but it
Yeah.
sounds like gooch.
And that's why no, he's saying Gooch.
Yeah, he
It's
said
Gooch.
good. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you should
Is
stop
it
saying that. Sir, you
Yeah.
should stop saying it's Gooch.
Yeah.
You should just
We're in different
finish that.
times.
Yeah.
We're
Gooch
different
is something
times.
different. It's like Gucci.
Yeah, it's Gucci.
Gucci.
Or just say Guwap.
Yeah, but
Wow.
Gooch is not a good look.
Nah. Like, I'm into it.
It's like
but
yelling,
just not.
Tate.
Yeah.
Tate.
I'm surprised there's no rapper named like Lil
Lil
Tate.
Tate. Oh, there is now.
Yeah. Kevin Hart.
Lil Tate.
So let's talk about Din Din. So, oh my God. Dinner is life and life worth living.
It is.
Groove saying. Let's talk about dinner.
I know I said I love lunch, but I really love dinner.
Yeah, I bangs heavy with the dinner because you can have
Everything.
for dinner. You can have beef ass for dinner.
Yeah.
You can have a lunch for dinner. You can have dessert for dinner, whatever. Dinner is whatever you want. You got fucking cereal for dinner because I've had cereal plenty of nights.
Many nights.
For dinner.
It definitely had me some good cinnamon.
Cinnamon Life.
Cinnamon Life cinnamon recently put some
It's
extra
so
cinnamon
good.
on it.
I want
You know
cereal.
what's good though? Life hack. Get you the cinnamon Life cereal, John, and get you. Go to Trader Joe's and get the candied pecans.
Oh, nigga, are you trying to make one of them mixes?
You know what's good to just
Mix
get a
them
straight
together.
up sturdy granola by itself and make that a cereal. Fuck, it doesn't have to be
Oh
granola.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Straight
Yes,
up
yes.
yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, straight granola.
Yes.
I love
Straight
that.
granola.
I love that with some
Yo,
good almond milk,
listen.
like vanilla
Crushed
unsweetened
cold
almond milk.
When people used to try to torture you by giving me them Nature's Own bars.
I love. It was
used to
just
put the
messy.
Peanut butter.
I know, but
the
you
only
know,
problem,
but
it
you
was
know,
just messy.
but the part if you don't have nothing to drink and you have a Nature's Own bar,
No,
that
you'll
is
die.
that you will
That's the roof of your
die.
mouth.
Yeah,
It's
Your
like-
throat,
You will
it
die.
coats your throat.
It's
I'm like,
delicious.
where is the Drano?
You don't breathe because you're scared if you do. What good
You
for
will die. I am going down.
And all they see is that damn green wrapper. But if you crush up some Nature's Owns and put it in some milk,
Well, you know they sell it now.
Oh, I didn't know
granola-
that.
Oh, yes, they do. They sell it now. It's in my home now.
I literally only buy Life cinnamon for myself.
Oh no. However, but anyway, back to what I was saying. The pecans and the Life cereal.
yes.
You can either eat it dry or with almond milk. Those two together, delish.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. Also, if you're like into it, you could also add white chocolate chips.
Oh, but
Oh,
you know,
I like white
your
chocolate
girl
chips.
loves a muddy buddy, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
me too. But as a practicing homosexual, I cannot purchase Nutty Buddies or Muddy Buddies
Muddy buddies.
in good conscience.
Oh no.
Yo, I got some Muddy Buddies. Why are you friends with them?
So fuck the standards. They're
Right.
good.
I'm just saying. Fuck the industry.
Peanut butter, chocolate, checks.
You know, Target's version of Muddy Buddies is delicious.
They have a version.
Yes, they do. It's like the Muddy Buddies, and then they have like peanut butter chips, like they're like chocolate chips with their peanut butter.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mix
like
them
a
together.
good classic Muddy Buddy with powdered sugar and all
Oh,
that.
it's in there. It's like a mix.
Oh.
It's delish. Anywho, dinner. What is your favorite? Now, since Santana's here, I'm going to ask you this too. What is your favorite dinner to eat? And what is your favorite meal to cook for dinner?
Ooh, I already know
Because
what
those are
to
two
eat.
different things.
Oh, but okay. The reason, let me answer with the one I like to eat. This one, since I was a kid, to me, a perfect meal is a whole fried fish. Like a pescado
We don't talk about
frito
fresh
entero,
fried
like
fish anymore.
whole fried fish on its own, and it could be like Thai style, where you put a sticky tamarind sauce,
Oh, yeah.
Thai bird's eye chili, cilantro, and just eat it with your
Escovitch.
fingers. Oh, when it's sticky, escovitch.
Ooh.
It could be just Boricua style, Caribbean, Latino style, with just slices of lime and a simple salad. But I love that with tostones, the savory fried plantains. Oh,
You don't have to pay to use admission if you're the cook or the waiter or the good musician. So if you happen to be just passing by, stopping at the Saturday night fish fry, it was rockin'. It was rockin'.
that is just my shit. But I mean, I honestly cannot answer. I know that's hard for us to answer.
That's
what
very
my
hard.
favorite meal is. That's one of them.
But that's your favorite meal to cook too?
Oh, I love cooking it. But my favorite meal to cook.
That's also hard.
I know for me, I'm gonna go with what I like to cook lately. Let me just do that. That makes it easier because I'm living in Puerto Rico. I really like cooking, like a lot of root vegetables from the island, like malanga, like taro, juca, a lot
Yes,
of plantains,
taro.
pickling vegetables like the Puerto Rican way, stewed beans. I'm about to go hook up a big old pot of beans for the fundraiser tomorrow. But that's what I'm doing right now. Anything else, I like to cook everything. And fried chicken. I
know.
love fried chicken.
I love when we just made gumbo for the dinner party, and I love making gumbo. I love making soups because you can do whatever you want. You can put whatever you want in the soup.
Yeah.
You know
Everything but the kitchen sink soup.
Ooh, that soup I made you that
Oh, yeah, it was
that organic
delicious.
veggie soup.
Yeah.
I can
put
eat potato soup right now with bacon and cheese and scallions on top.
Me too, but I'm trying to cut
I
out
put
dairy.
fresh tomatoes on my baked potato soup. That's a nice little cut when they're cold too, because it's a hot soup with sweet cold tomatoes. It's delicious.
I'm into that.
Do it.
I love
never
tomatoes.
thought about
Period.
that. Samesies.
That's actually one of my favorite snacks.
Like salt and pepper on a tomato.
Salt, pepper,
On a
tomatoes with a
beefsteak
little
tomato.
with a little spray of vinegar. But my favorite dinner to eat. We're gonna go with a good, real classic dinner that I just thoroughly enjoy.
Okay.
And no, I don't eat it often. I don't even eat it once a year probably. But it's just a meal that I enjoy, and it's nothing that's super like invested. It's just I love it. Fried chicken with a good seasoned gravy, mashed potatoes covered in said gravy, corn, and some kind of greens, green beans, whatever. I just love a good I'd be like, yes, this is a good fried chicken. I love a good fried chicken.
Nice fried chicken, barbecue chicken. Won't you send it down the line?
Say, everyone's talking about chicken. Chicken's a popular word.
Chicken fried
That's some
chicken.
Texas shit.
It is.
Chicken
Yeah.
fried steak, bitch.
I like chicken fried steak, but I really like chicken fried chicken.
That's
And
some Texas
also, I love fried chicken with honey on it.
Me fucking shout out to Mike's Hot Honey.
Yo!
Mike's Hot Honey.
Let me tell you something. Hot sauce and honey is essential for my fried chicken at this point
Absolutely.
in my
I
life.
cannot eat it any other
Dump
way.
bottles of it over when it comes up.
I love it. Hot sauce and honey on my fried chicken is just it
And
for
I do
me
want
every
to
time.
I do want to say not all hot sauce is not created equal.
It is not. Don't come to me with no Tabasco.
No vinegar-based bullshit.
No.
What's wrong with Tabasco?
It's not hot sauce.
It's pepper sauce. I know
vinegar
that.
sauce.
It's
with heat.
vinegar
Okay.
water.
It's vinegar
Here's
sauce.
the thing.
It's hot vinegar water.
It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite hot sauce. We're just gonna call it hot sauce for all intents and purposes, right?
They don't even have the proper saltiness
But here's
to
my
it.
thing. I don't like
you can't use different sauces on hot sauce and different things if it changes the consistency of the dish. So the reason why I like Tabasco or things like Crystals, because they're thin, and so they don't compromise the integrity of the dish.
Your girl loves the
I can't
Louisiana.
I'm not going to put tapatio on fried chicken.
Ooh, but I do love tapatio.
Now, I
but
love
I'm not gonna put it on
tapatio,
fried
but I'm not
chicken.
putting it on
No.
fried chicken.
Ooh, but I will put it in some soup.
My favorite,
I put on eggs,
all-time
though.
hot sauce though always comes from Barbados. Give me that Bajan yellow.
Get Hunt May. Aunt May is our patron saint.
Yeah.
She really is for the culture.
Yeah.
You should,
I have
if you
some
look
at
at her on
home.
the bottle, she has this look on her face.
She has an approving face. She's like,
approving and like a strong.
I have a
auntie.
bottle of Aunt May's in the fridge that I really want to show you her face.
No, I have it at home.
Oh yes, she's like,
I came over here one day after we recorded. I went to the that market and I bought some.
me and Santana always say like if we're like going through it, having a hard time when we're prepping, we just look at Aunt May and she'd be like, it's okay, girls.
Because the reason why I bought it because I thought that's what the frickle sauce was, and I realized that it's not entirely what the frickle sauce was. Freckle sauce was.
Like we're Fraggle
Frickle
Rock.
and frack.
The
Well,
Fraggle Rock
either
sauce.
way, I was trying. I
Fraggle Rock sauce.
thought I had a hack for that sauce y'all hoes make, and I was sadly mistaken because by
Word.
itself is some hot
ass shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
oh, you could degrease onions or ooh.
But yes, hot sauce and honey on fried chicken
Hot
is
sauce
just
and honey.
That's a Jill Scott song.
No, I was remember on Baby Cham and the Alicia Keys remix to Ghetto Story.
Oh
And she
yeah,
was like white rice and honey.
Hot sauce and honey.
White rice and honey. Like bitch, no one's
I
doing that.
remember when
Like, girl, you were from Hell's Kitchen.
White rice and honey.
Right. Anywho, so my favorite dinner meal. I have a classic meal that I like to eat. And it's steak frite.
Okay.
I love a good steak.
Me too.
And I love a good fried potato. And you know, the French, shout out to the French who made that a thing, because I'm like, that's it. Like a good steak, like cooked perfectly. Oh,
Wow, with the
yeah.
black peppercorns.
Yes. Oh gosh, I love steak and
all different kinds of ways.
yeah, and I do
steak Oscar.
Yeah.
I love butter on my steak.
We gotta go to Argentina and just eat steak.
Ooh, nigga, buy leather and eat steak.
It's so old and black.
Shout out to the vegans.
I love steak
They're like,
so much.
I hate you bitches right
But
now.
I also love fried fish as a meal.
Nigga, why was that about to be my next one?
So here's my thing, and
Did we all say fried fish?
yeah, and I always say that I love fried chicken, but I actually love fried fish.
I think
more
I do too.
Than I do fried chicken. It's not by much.
Wait.
But I do.
I don't know. I lowish key.
No, I do fried fish.
Yeah.
Like if you give me an option to have fried catfish or fried fish or fried chicken, I'm probably gonna be the catfish. Depending upon who's making it.
I'm always gonna
piece.
pick a fried fish sandwich over a chicken sandwich. I always pick fish over. Yeah.
But
a
all
fried
my
fish sandwich?
but I feel
Hard
like
fried.
all fried fish to me comes as a sandwich. Like it's gotta have
Right.
bread.
It's like automatic.
Yeah, look, if there's no white bread, there's no fried
There's no
fish.
fried fish.
What about the whole fried fish I just described?
Well, that's different.
That's different. Cause
We're
you
talking
have-
about nigga
'cause you-
ass
right,
catfish.
Cause I'm like, cause you putting it with stuff like a
Give me
vegetable.
that good
White bread
hot.
and maybe coleslaw. Okay.
Ooh, give me that hot, greasy, cornmeal, straight
that
out,
cornmeal, the one that melts
straight
the
out,
plastic it
yes. Where the bread sticks to it because it's so hot.
And then it starts to stick into your mouth, that white bread.
With mustard.
And a whole bunch of hot sauce.
And hot
And if you're
sauce,
lucky, like some pickled
Ibobo.
chilies or something.
Ooh. That's if you're getting bougie.
If you're
But if
lucky.
you go into a nigga spot where they fry it there.
I love fried fish.
Fried fish. Ooh, and fried fish and mac and cheese just go in
Yeah.
collard greens. Ooh, that's a meal right there.
A meal.
And I've come to appreciate a smidge of tartar sauce, and as I
Yeah, same.
I don't need it, but I
need
can
it, but I
appreciate
appreciate it.
But not no packet. Don't give me that. I don't want that.
No, I'm an adult.
This needs to be real. Like, yo, I made this shit yourselves. Okay. Woodbine.
But I don't do packet tartar sauce or not from Kraft either. But
I like tartar sauce though.
I do like
fresh
a
tartar
tartar
sauce.
Especially if they have chopped up pickles in there. Just some chopped up.
Yeah, I love
a little lemon, a little honey.
I love
You throw a little Old Bay in it.
Yeah. Yes. I love.
Blackened fish sandwich. Blackened fish sandwich. Oh, blackened fish sandwich.
Blackened fish sandwich.
I don't like.
So here's the part about dinner that's interesting.
Okay.
My favorite actual meal is a meal of appetizers.
Oh my God.
So my challenge
love
to
baby
you,
showers.
Listen, baby shower food is the motherfucking
best.
tea. But my challenge to you right now is to pick 3 hors d'oeuvres or appetizers as a meal. And this is for the listeners too.
Okay. That don't have to go together. Just 3
No,
appetizers
as
that
your
I
meal,
thoroughly
as your
enjoy.
dinner. 3 appetizers, that's your whole meal.
Okay, so if we're gonna go for
And don't be ignorant and talk about, a whole plate of fried chicken as an appetizer. No.
I wasn't about to do that, but I was gonna say a nice cup of gumbo. Because
a cup. Okay, that's
I
fine.
said a cup,
Not a bowl.
a hearty cup, and it has some rice in it. But a cup of gumbo.
Okay.
Your girl also enjoys a good samosa with a mango chutney. You can give me some of those. And this is from my hoes.
Calamari.
This is from my hoes. Not even. This is from my hoes.
Pizza rolls?
Damn.
I don't know, nigga.
Nigga
You
bagel
said for your
bites. No,
home.
just
Yes.
spinach dip.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
Because all the hoes love spinach dip.
Don't let it put it in a bread bowl.
Ooh,
don't put it in a
no.
bread
But I
bowl.
like mine with some. I like mine real good and seasoned and cheesy with some tortilla chips, some salsa, and some sour cream. Let me tell you
my
about.
God.
That's it right
I
there.
want that right
That's
there
it right
now.
now. Right, like that's it right there.
We are tortured. I'm tortured.
So one more.
I'm hungry.
One more.
You said 3. I said a couple gumbo, samosas,
Oh, you did?
and some spinach dip.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, there's so many honorable mentions, but I'll let you roll.
Santana, 3 appetizers.
Okay, there's this thing in Puerto Rico. They're from Spain too, but they're called papa rellena, which is stuffed potato. And they boil potatoes and make basically mashed potatoes, and then they stuff it with seasoned ground beef that's in empanada, the picadillo. Then they bread it and deep fry it. So you're biting into it like a breadcrumbed, fluffy mashed potato with seasoned ground beef in the center.
So it's like a little shepherd's pie.
It's a little shepherd's pie. but
Although
it's
your girl
But
does
like-
love a
flavors.
alcapurria.
And I also, I love curry puffs, like from Thai restaurants.
Woo! With the little
the
with the little
sauce.
vinegar sauce.
Oh, the onions floating around. Okay, let's do that.
That minced chicken.
And I love, just like about when it comes to a soup, it's so funny. We are cooking twins. But I love a good, heavy chicken tortilla soup.
Ooh, a good creamy one.
creamy
Ooh,
one.
with some sliced avocado on top.
And lots of avocado chunks in it. What's up? Oh, my bad.
Tortilla strips.
My bad, dude. I stay taking his shoes. Yeah. Okay, yeah, those are mine.
Mine will be the following. A cup of soup.
What kind of soup, nigga?
I'm going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Crab bisque. But like a Cajun crab bisque, so it's like it's got a little
to it.
Mm-hmm.
Sauteed scallops wrapped in bacon.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Nature's testicles.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a little ballsy for me.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that apps might be the best part of dinner?
No, they definitely are.
Fucking live for apps. When I
Yeah,
think
they
about it.
definitely are.
I
Definitely.
That's literally going to be the point that boils down to this whole episode is that appetizers make
Because
the dinner.
They make the dinner.
Yeah.
There's an app for that. Oh, there's an app for that. Oh, there's an appetizer for that. Oh, before I eat a meal, you know what makes me feel.
And then, what did I say? I said the cup of soup, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this restaurant that I go to, or used to go to, excuse me, they had an appetizer that was ribs, but they were like deep fried ribs, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Is at this dim sum restaurant, and in my head, dim sum means just appetizer. So
I love a good Asian style rib. Ooh.
so delicious, like they falling
When
off
it's
the
real
bone.
red.
It's so delicious. So those, and oh wow, I love, and you guys mentioned all this stuff too, but like a curry puff or like a samosa. Like, I love those. Like, I could have just, like, those samosas at Trader Joe's. I'll eat the whole box in one sitting.
Yeah, yes.
It's like 900 calories, but okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
And they're
section,
delicious.
The frozen section at Trader Joe's is litty.
Yeah, it's so delicious.
Ooh, they got spinach dip in a little
they
cube.
do.
It's delicious.
And I love spinach dip, too.
Me too. I love it.
But yes. Can we take a break?
Yes.
And we'll be back after these messages.
The award-winning London production of Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman comes to Broadway this fall for 17 weeks only. And you'll want to be there when Wendell Pierce and Sharon D. Clarke make history as part of Broadway's first Black Loman family. According to the New York Times, Pierce, of our beloved The Wire, gives a heartbreaking performance alongside the formidable, magnificent Clarke, who's coming off a Tony nomination for last season's Caroline or Change. These theatrical titans are joined by Chris Davis, McKinley Belcher III, and the legendary Tony winner Andre DeShields in this electrifying, eye-opening production directed by Miranda Cromwell. This classic hits different when told from the perspective of an African-American family. It's timeless. It's timely. It's time. Get your tickets at salesmanonbroadway.com. Previews begin September 17th at the Hudson Theater. That's salesmanonbroadway.com.
Friends for dinner. I'm gonna have friends for dinner. I'm gonna get a couple of...
So we're back talking about dinner.
AKA appetizers.
No, because here's the thing. I enjoy the classic coq au vin. I enjoy a good, bolognese sauce,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love, a good, piccata, chicken piccata,
You're a nigga, so I'm sure you love Alfredo.
Not particularly.
Oh, really? You know niggas loving Alfredo.
When I was younger, yeah, but
When I was young.
I had Alfredo recently. I think because I had Rasta pasta. Alfredo is the Rasta pasta, right? So, I guess so. And I've been eating that lately. I think it's because Asante has, inspired me to get it because he gets Rasta pasta, every other day. so from this old nigga spot. And it's good, too. I don't even go front. I'd be like, girl, what is that in the fridge? Is this mine or yours? He was like, it don't even matter. I'm like, you right. But yeah, I've always been a pesto girl.
Oh, I've always loved pesto.
So now I know how to make it by hand. I'm never doing it by hand, but I know how to make it by hand.
So easy.
Yeah, but it's a lot of like the pestle and the thing, how you grind it. Because I watched Salt.
Nigga, you can make
Acid,
that shit
Fat
right in the
Beat.
blender.
Yeah,
With a food
but,
processor.
You know, but still.
Unless
But
you're
yeah,
trying
I'm
to
a
be
pesto
artisanal.
girl. What is your go-to quick dinner meal?
I have so many because it's really not that hard. But what's my go-to quick dinner meal? Pasta is always a good quick dinner meal because it's kind of like soup. You can put whatever you want in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can do like some jerk chicken and some peppers and some onions. Like shit I keep in the crib, some cream, tomatoes, whatever. I can throw Cajun seasoning in it and some sausage, and it could be
Rasta pasta.
No, it can be like a Cajun
Cajun
pasta.
pasta.
I can do jerk chicken, and it can be Rasta pasta. Pasta's always a good, like, super quick dinner. And salad. Always salad. Because you can do whatever you want to a salad.
Mm-hmm.
You can add all kinds of shit from the refrigerator in a salad.
My go-to quick dinner is Seamless or DoorDash. You know, that's right there at my fingertips. Or I use my every plate. No, I think my go-to quick dinner is probably, I always have chicken in my freezer. So it's nothing to just put some chicken in the oven or in my air fryer.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, good air fried chicken. Real quick, because it only takes like 20 minutes.
When I was single, I used to make empanadas all the time. Like, that used to be a super go-to meal.
I feel like that's super like meticulous, right? Because you like the flour and like the
I would just buy the damn shells. But like, I would make the hell out of some empanadas. Throw up whatever I want to throw in it.
That's Tasia. That's her thing.
I love an empanada.
But you know, I have to start getting away from all that dough.
Yeah.
Getting
I
old,
need to do
can't be
that.
eating all that dough.
Yeah. I know.
No, I eat them. I just can't be eating them as frequently as I was.
I know. I went to the doctor recently and he was like, "Oh, so you gained some weight, I see, since you last been here."
Ooh, nigga, there's this. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Say, oh, I'm happy, nigga, thank you.
That's literally what it was.
There's this
Or maybe
empanada
I'm
place that
depressed, I don't
delivers,
know.
and they have a ropa vieja empanada.
Is it Empanada Mama? Because they're
Empanada
amazing.
City.
Well, girl.
And they have one with chicken and bacon and like cheese. Nigga, that shit is so good. And you get this little avocado sauce or you get the little pink sauce.
I just go to Caesar's over the truck over by
Oh,
my
yeah,
place.
over by, but no, they
it's on
deliver
my
right
side
to
of
my door
town.
and they are delicious.
Oh, those are good.
Into it.
Empanadas tucumanas bien sabrosas, calentitas bien horneadas muy gustosas. Empanadas tucumanas bien sabrosas.
Ooh, they got they have a Cuban that has like pernil and ham and cheese in it. Yes, like nigga, it's good. They have one with plantain and beef. Ooh, they're just good.
What did your parents make for dinner when you were growing up?
Oh
my God.
Let's go with my daddy first because he's simple. My father had like 4 go-to meals. Like I just knew my father was gonna make one of these meals. One of them was, this is before, because my parents also did this great evolution to like rice milk and
Smoked turkey
brown
legs.
and smoked and brown rice and like they was on that shit before other niggas was on that shit, but like juicing their vegetables and rice. But before that, my father's go-to meal, he would make us white rice, those little green peas, not them big old green peas, the little green peas that look like fatigue colors, not like bright, and fried pork chops. That was one. He would make this other stuff where he would make white rice. And he would do peppers, onions, mushrooms, and make gravy. But I think he did like packet gravy. And, you know, seasoned it up real good because he's real big on seasoning. And then would do ground beef. And he would like do that in a skillet and it would make his gravy and the peppers and the onions. And we would eat that over white rice. And yeah, that would be his. He did spaghetti, obviously, because all niggas make spaghetti.
Yep.
But he was very particular about his spaghetti. He always used like spicy Italian sausage, and he would do his grain. He would do his peppers and his onions, and he would make it like he was very particular about his spaghetti. But it was always spaghetti with Parmesan and some salad. And what was the other one? most fried things. Fried pork chops, fried chicken. But he got, and for breakfast, he always made burnt sausage, eggs, and them packets of blueberry muffins.
Oh, yeah.
Where you have to fold the blueberries into the batter.
I was looking for that at the store the other day when we did the breakfast episode.
Do they sell those?
They sure do.
They still sell them? I might have to get one for the culture, where they make them little ass muffins.
Okay, what about your mother?
Oh,
everything.
My mother made everything. Like my mother's made Vietnamese food, Chinese food, Italian food, Mexican food. She can grill. Like my mother makes everything, and makes it well. She's literally made one meal my entire life where we were all like, nah. And that was because she was following Rachel Ray's dumbass.
Well, see,
and
there
that
you
shit
go.
wasn't good. She was like, I just wanted to try this 30-minute meal out on you all. And we were like, we'll never try it again. Because it's terrible. Like, what made you think this lady? It was ham and like sliced potatoes. We were like, what is this?
Oh, no.
It wasn't good.
Well, in my case, I can't count my father because I grew up in the 80s, so I didn't have one of those.
I shouldn't laugh. And here we are.
But my mother also didn't really cook like that either.
Right, you said that.
So I'd have to defer to my grandmother, who would always say, I'm retired. Mm-hmm. So I had to learn how to cook for myself.
I was like, some nigga who's cooking.
So it was either I go to McDonald's and my mother take me to this fast food, or I learn how to cook. So this is me growing up cooking my own dinner. So I learned how to cook steak very early. And this is where I learned very early on that people over-season their steak. So my go-to meal when I was a kid, and I've been cooking on my own since I was like maybe 9, 10. So my go-to meal would always be steak, minute rice, because for the life of me, I can never cook rice. I can do a lot of things. Jill Scott said, I can be a garbage woman or a police officer or a carpenter. I can do all these things, but I could not make fucking rice. I even had
What did she say she couldn't do? Change a light bulb? Or?
Yeah, she said she could do everything, but she could do all these things, but she needs him or whoever she was talking about. Yeah. I even burnt rice in a rice cooker. Like it's just really not for your girl.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
But I would do the minute rice and the boil in a bag joint.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
No.
and whatever frozen
honey?
vegetable. Whatever frozen vegetable we had in the freezer.
What kind of meat?
I told you steak.
Oh, you said steak.
Right.
That's right.
That was my dinner if I didn't like.
I always prefer my steak with a potato.
I learned how to make breakfast potatoes, so I didn't know there was any other way outside of like going to a restaurant. So that's the only thing I knew how to make was breakfast potatoes. So I'd make home fries with my potato. With
Sounds
my steak.
delicious to me.
Yeah. But anywho, otherwise it's like girl dinner growing up at home. We go out, we'd be at the Sizzler, girl. You know how I feel about the Sizzler. Or to be at Chili's,
baby back ribs, Chili's baby back
I
ribs.
realized all the restaurants we ever went to, they had to have a salad bar option. Because my grandmother would be like, I need a salad. I need stuff.
We going to the Ruby Tuesdays.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have Ruby Tuesdays in California. So back then it was just the Sizzler.
Red Robin.
Oh, they have a salad
but they
bar?
didn't have a salad bar at the time. They was just the burgers. Now everybody's healthy-ish, and so now they got a salad bar everywhere. So we go to the Sizzler, or the Red Lobster if we was fancy.
Red Lobster has a salad bar?
Well, no, but I'm just saying that's where we would go.
Oh, and then you get that little iceberg salad.
And I was,
Them
and they
croutons.
should have knew I was gay because my salad dressing of choice was oil and vinegar at age 9. What bougie ass child orders oil and vinegar on their
Oil and
salad?
vinegar, please.
Yeah. If we weren't going out, I had to cook for myself. So
You know what my good...
I was a legit latchkey kid.
Yeah, you
I was
were.
like Precious, but in like a loving home. Like, you're like, pressure, you go put something in that skillet, like.
Oh my god.
And then, but that would be like my mom, but she wouldn't say it that way.
You sound like my mom.
She'd be like, "So, you cooking or you for yourself? Oh, okay. Well, just making sure. You need help?
Kind of grown ass Frasier ass kid were you?
Have you met me?
Yes, nigga, I've known you many years. This actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
be perfectly honest.
I raised myself, but with support.
The first thing I ever made, like myself, just like got busy and was like, I'm gonna do this, was an apple pie.
Oh,
That is
advanced.
right.
That was like
right. That is ambitious.
Literally,
girl.
everybody left, and I was like,
"Were you smoking by then?"
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not gonna tell you your age. We just got.
No, don't ask me that. But did we have the internet at the time?
That's valid.
Damn, I don't remember.
Also, I had to learn. I followed recipes because I had to wait for stupid dial-up ass internet.
Did we have internet at this time?
That's how I learned how to make lemon meringue.
We were like barely having the internet. I definitely didn't look up how to make it on the internet. I don't know how I looked it up. Maybe I didn't. Whatever the case, I think I looked in a cookbook. Yeah. And then I substituted and like kind of made it my own for how I made the crust. Mm-hmm. And then I remember my mother had some canned apples for whatever reason in the pantry because she had
cake.
Everything. Like that lady has everything. She actually uses peaches in her dump cake, but
you could do whichever.
Whatever. You can do whatever you want. Blueberries. Ooh. So, got them canned apples and like seasoned them up real good in the pot, did all of that and made this apple pie and I just put it out on the counter, right? Ate a piece when it was done. I was like, this is flaky and buttery and delicious. My father came home because apple pie is his favorite. And he just cut it. He didn't ask where it came from or anything. He just cut it and ate it. He was like, who made this pie? And I was like, I did. Why? And he's very honest, so he will let me know if it's not good. And he was like, this is delicious. This is one of the best pies I've ever had. And that was like what the hell is going on up there? They wrestling?
What the hell is going on?
But yes, that's the first thing I ever made.
Apple peaches, pumpkin pie. Who not ready? That's a game we used to play.
But dinner. Mm-hmm. Oh man, there's so many things. Like, I think fried fish is legit one of my favorite meals. Mm-hmm. We always talk about like Thanksgiving and holiday food, so I don't think we need to include that.
Yeah, that's real. But yeah, I mean, dinner is just there's just so many layers.
What's one of the best fanciest meals you've eaten? Because just because a meal is fancy don't mean it's good.
It's very true. I went to the chef's table at the Modern. It was good, but this is when I realized that I am not into. My grandmother makes this joke about like, so living in California, like we have like cow tongue tacos and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And she always says, I ain't eat nothing that gonna lick me back. So
that's so old and black.
Yeah.
Come on.
So at the tasting, it was beef tongue and something, and in my head, that's the only thing I could think of was like, I'm not gonna eat nothing that gonna lick me back. But it was good. It was expensive as shit, but it was delicious. Also, I went to where did we go? We had dinner at Cipriani, but it was like an event. Mm-hmm. That was good. They had a really good roast duck, and I'm not into duck like that.
It's got to be right.
Yeah, I'm into duck fat, things cooked in duck fat, but actual duck, not really. Nigga, have you ever had French fries fried in duck fat?
Sure have, and they're delicious. All potatoes fried in duck fat are legit.
Oh, I saw this recipe for this roast chicken the other day when you just glaze it in duck fat and then you season it and then you roast it into it. But it was good. That was like a fancy meal.
Fancy? I'm trying to think about fancy. I don't know if this is not fancy, but I don't know. I haven't been here in years, so I don't know what it's like now. But this night, I told you Alex Gornishelli was in the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, Butter.
Ooh, my meal at Butter was delicious. We had a spicy lamb pasta, and I had a bone-in filet that was just buttery and delicious. I just love I love her because she cooks food you want to eat. Like...
And that's my issue with a lot of... Like, at the Modern, it's super like if Marie Kondo was like a chef. So it was like... so, like, everything was, like, cute and, like, the presentation was A1.
Beautiful, right.
Of course, the Michelin star restaurant, yada, yada, yada. But it was like, this is pretty, but, like... But when I went to Butter, it was like, yeah, this is fancy, but I also am like, well, nigga, I want to eat this. At the Modern, you want to take pictures of it. But you can't because it's
I want
tacky.
some food. Give me some food, please.
I know. I want to eat, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
I'm starting.
But
Look at crazy. I'm sitting here literally thinking what I'm about to eat when I get out of here.
Yeah. Actually, we can end this now.
Okay. We didn't fully cover dinner, but it's fine because it was a long episode.
Yeah, because we had a lot of shit to say.
We did.
But we could always
I
talk
felt
about
solid.
dinner.
As an avid listener, I'd be proud of this. I'd be happy with this episode.
Great.
In that case, then, bye, y'all.
Be blessed.
Please, James. The madam will not be dining. Yes, you may bring wine.
What it is? It's your girl Keish Fabo.
And we about to G-O out the D-O.
Because you can't keep Keish on a leash. Let's go to the club and pop up pussies. Ain't got no panties on. Ain't got no panties on. Ain't got no panties on the dance floor. Why can't I speak today? Did I have a stroke?
I don't
Maybe. I don't know. I'm leaning over to the left.
Abe, take that out.
No, leave it in. The internet asked, when are you and Noah going to do a podcast? I was like, Noah is booked and busy, so I don't know if that's not going to happen. So when I came over here today, I said, Noah. She said, hey. I was like, so the internet wants us to do a podcast. Do you want to do one? She said, no, I'm going to the park later. I said, okay. And I was like, do you ever want to do it? She was like, no, I'm busy. I said, okay.
Yep. So there y'all go.
Right, I was like, oh, well.
And I am not Kris Jenner, so.
Yeah, I'm not even mad. I was like, oh, girl.
That won't be
if I was 5, I would have said, fuck you, I'm going to the park. Podcast.
Podcast. That sounds boring.
Yeah. Park. That's where I'm at.
That's where the club at.
Yeah. Literally.
We the club.
We the club, fam. Literally, the park is the club.
We in the park. We all fam.
You know, it ended this week.
I know. I'm glad.
Behind.
I'm actually behind, so I get to catch up on a few episodes.
Yeah, I'm
but
behind.
it's the last season.
But it ended the season. The series finale was since we've recorded.
Shout out to Joa, who was a part of Broad City this season. I love Joa.
That's my boo. That's my boo. That's my boo. That's my boo. That's my boo.